Hey guys, fluxjelly here, bringing you guys another Starcraft 2 commentary. This game is going to be a ZvZ between Millennium Stephano, the pinks are spawning at the top right position, and AiDeathAngel, the greens are spawning at the top left position here on nerazim crypt. This AiDeathAngel guy I looked up, he's a really high ranked Masters player on EU, so this wasn't actually a ladder game, but he is actually a really good player, so it should be a really good game. And of course, Stephano, everybody knows Stephano. If you don't, you must be living under a rock. I mean, Stephano's been winning tournaments left, right, and center. You know, he's really solid player. Really revolutionized Zerg play. I mean, he tends to, you know, lean away from the classic Zerg style and kind of puts his own little twist on everything. So we're gonna have these positions here on nerazim crypt that really favor really aggressive play. I mean, look at the size of the rush distance. I mean, you're pretty much at your opponent's base in like 3 steps, natural to natural. So you usually do see a lot of aggressive, really aggressive play styles when you have these kind of positions. Wouldn't surprise me to see that. So far, both players being kind of standard, not doing any crazy 10 pool shenanigans or anything like that. So we are going to have Stephano droning up and AiDeathAngel droning up as well. So I'm glad to see no kind of 10 pool shenanigans. I do hope to see a fairly good macro game. I do like macro games over you know, really wham bam thank you ma'am games. So not a 15 hatch coming out from either player yet. So it looks like they're both going to be going pool first. No one's dropped down gas. AiDeathAngel just throws his gas down now. So it looks like he's going to be opening speedling. Again, I mean, a lot of people don't feel safe opening 15 hatch in ZvZ, so they open speedling. It's really not that much of a loss. We have Stephano actually going hatch first on 15, so that's pretty good from him. Like I said, I mean, on this map, he obviously doesn't know the positions. He actually forgot to send his Overlord across. Usually you're going to want to send your Overlord across first because, I mean, might as well. But anyway, like I was saying, yeah. Stephano going for hatch first. I guess it was because he didn't really know the positions. He had a 50-50 chance. I mean, he knew that since his Overlord got this far, that he wasn't spawned down here, so he knows it's going to be either these positions or cross positions. So he kind of took a risk in thinking that if they were cross positions, he would benefit more from a 15 hatch. But actually, in this case, I think it's going to be harder to defend with a 15 hatch because, I mean, like I said, the rush distance is so small, and his speed's going to be later, and his ling's going to be later. But it is Stephano, so I'm sure he can handle it. He knows what he's doing. So we do have Stephano putting 3 in gas right now. AiDeathAngel actually pulled off at 100, so it looks like he's not going to be going into any baneling pressure, which I don't know. Stephano doesn't actually know yet. He didn't actually scout, so yeah, he's gonna be. That's something you really want to look out for in ZvZ when they pull off gas. If they pull off at about 100, you know they're just going speed and no banes. Which means you can either, you know, go your own kind of baneling build, or you can go into, you know, you can expand into Roach or anything like that. So we do have 6 links coming out now from AiDeathAngel. He's going to be going to the middle of the map for some reason, and then up to the top right to check out what Stephano's doing. We have a Spine Crawler coming down from Stephano and 4 links on the way. Speed on the way for AiDeathAngel, but not for Stephano. You can see how much later his speed is. He's actually leaving drones on gas, though, so it looks like he's going to be going into Roaches or banelings. I'm not quite sure what that's going to be yet. I mean, since AiDeathAngel hasn't put on any more units in gas, or any drones in gas, kind of makes me feel like he's going to try to kind of ling all in them. I mean, which isn't surprising. A lot of players do that. They'll expand just for the extra larva and just basically mass ling on you. So, I mean, if Stephano decides to go baneling, he's going to be fine. Roaches is a little bit harder to deal with, but with this kind of choke point right here and this ramp with the spine, it's going to be kind of easy to defend with Roaches. We do have the Queens picking off an Overlord right now. Actually, really big loss. Doesn't seem like a whole lot, but it is a huge loss. Lings actually run by Stephano's units, and they're going to go into the main. A couple drones are going to go down here. There's not really much Stephano can do to defend at this point. So we're going to have 1 drone go down, and he's running them all to his natural. Now 2 drones have gone down, though, and the drones are actually going back. Stephano feels like he can defend this right now, which is good. He's not losing too much mining time. He lost another drone, though. 3rd drone going down, so 3 drones lost so far, and I mean, AiDeathAngel is running circles around Stephano at this point with the speed. I mean, Stephano's speed is pretty far away, so he does have a lot of time to abuse this. Stephano needs to split up his lings and just put them on each side of the hatchery, then he should be fine from any of this harass. But a lot of drones have gone down so far, and you can see AiDeathAngel's taking that lead in food right now. Another drone actually going down there, so if we look at the units lost right now, we're going to see that we have a pretty big discrepancy. I mean, a lot of Stephano's losses were drones. So, I mean, if you look at the workers killed, I mean, 6 workers killed now for AiDeathAngel over Stephano, so that is huge. If you look at the income tab, though, Stephano still somehow has more drones, and I think that comes down to that 15 hatch. He had those larvae earlier, which means he made more drones early, and he's actually got into baneling right now. So, this baneling is going to be, these baneling defense is going to be so much easier to defend these lings with. I mean, these lings are pretty much going to be able to do nothing unless Death Angel's control is immaculate, which I don't know. I'm sure he's a great player because he's high masters in Europe, but I mean, what he's going to have to do to kill off all these Banes is pretty crazy. He does get one there, which is pretty good. The Lings are just going to run straight around the Baneling zone. I don't know if I agree with this because they can just be trapped here. If these Lings go up on the ramp, we do have one Baneling detonation right there, taking out a lot of Lings. And you can see that Ling count slowly dwindling for Death Angel as more and more Banelings explode on the Zerglings, and more Lings going down right now. But there is still a lot of Lings from Death Angel here, but Stephano does have a lot back at his natural, so he is fine. Defended that fairly well, and I mean, look, like I said, no drones here from Death Angel, clearly an all-in. Didn't plan on droning from the beginning, just got his speed and tried to mass Ling. But unfortunately, he let Stephano live long enough to get up that Baneling nest. I guess Stephano probably, his spider sense tingling. He kind of had a feeling this was going to happen. A lot of people probably all in him when they see him on the ladder. I mean, I probably would, to be honest. I mean, there's not really much way I'm going to beat him in a macro game. Maybe the same kind of train of thought that Death Angel had. Right now it's running his Lings all over the map, but Stephano's speed is dumbing out, but he is actually going to get surrounded a little bit there, and he doesn't actually lose any Lings, but he takes a lot of damage, taking a few free shots, and Stephano just runs straight into the natural here. This Queen is going to go down for sure. The Banelings are running in as well. I don't know if I agree with him taking the Banelings, because I feel like he should have left them back home for defense, because now we have Death Angel's Lings running in, and they are going to get past these Banelings. There is no wall. A big Baneling detonation there, though, taking out a lot of Lings, which could be the deciding factor in this game. Stephano's Lings are running into the natural, or into the main, I should say, and the Banelings are there as well. All these drones are going to go down, and these Lings right here had to do a ton of damage. They had to kill all these drones, or Stephano's just going to win this game. They actually go after the pool, and back in here we have these Lings from Stephano taking out this hatch, and the one Baneling left from Stephano here at the natural, and these Lings are going to run back to defend, which is smart. Oh, they're actually going to stay here and attack a little bit more, and one Baneling detonation going down, taking down two Lings, and Stephano's Lings have overrun the natural, and it looks like Death Angel has no drones left at all, and I mean, all he took out here was a pool. These Lings are going to go down, and it looks like Stephano is going to take this game. Really high intensity game. I haven't even been able to take a breath yet, but I mean, if you look at the income tab, Stephano 19 drones over 3. There's not really much that Death Angel can do at this point. Stephano's got this game locked up. I mean, that was a really good decision there to counterattack. A lot of players probably wouldn't do that. They'd be afraid to kind of just lose all their stuff, but Stephano knew that he had a lot back home to defend, and that big Baneling hit on this ramp was huge. That's pretty much, you know, what decided that. I mean, a lot of Lings went down there. Probably half the Lings, I'd say, went down, and which meant that there was just less for Stephano to clean up at home while still killing off all this stuff. So thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed, and stay tuned for more.